Build me a website for my lawn mowing business. I'm based out of Dallas, Texas, and we mow any half-acre property for $30 weekly. We do weed eating, trimming, blowing, the full 9 yards. Make it interactive, fun, futuristic a little bit, and also slightly minimalistic. Alright, I'm going to interrupt for a minute. If you think like this is impressive, which, I mean, is it going to build some renowned, beautiful website that we've never seen before? No. But considering that this wasn't even a possibility, I let it run a little too long. Considering this wasn't a possibility even, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago, definitely not. 3 years ago, you would have to known computer science. Let's preview it. Here it is. So is this website going to set you apart from all your competitors? No. But the important thing to consider here is that this was our prompt. It's very short. It's not really great. And with any prompting, with any AI tool, no matter what you're doing, context is key. And the more context, the more likely the output is going to be closer to kind of what you're aiming for. So the way that I would do that is even just starting with a simple prompt like this and getting just a little bit of an output to see where it takes you. I would get a new chat rolling and I would paste it in there, and then I would follow up with saying, the prompt above I used to build the bones of a website, and it's not great. I want you to ask me follow-up questions so I can provide a more detailed prompt and try again, and hopefully the additional context will more allow the model to closely align my vision for the website. I know you're probably thinking that didn't make sense. I know. But the point is it will know that I need, basically some questions to respond to provide more, or I guess to get more context for my prompt. So roger that. Let's level up the brief. So brand voice. And see, this is already going far beyond kind of like what I'll even need to respond to here. So I'm just going to quickly go through this, kind of showing you how I do it. So our legal name is Mo Bros. Brand personality is premium, but definitely professional. Must use colors, definitely something more classic, but I would like a green as kind of the accent color. Core offering is that we have a $30 flat rate intro price. If you're subscribed over the summer, there's a discount, and if you pay for the whole year up front, you get a massive discount. Do you cap at acreage? No, we do any, but our half-acre lots are kind of our ideal client. Call to action, yes, let's do a book now and first month free of mowing. Or maybe do another one, refer somebody for a free month of mowing. Let's do that instead. Payment collection, yeah, let's incorporate Stripe. Payment collection, yeah. Interactive, futuristic flair. Honestly, avoid the futuristic, just more so the animated and interactive elements would be nice to have. Content assets, I will provide some photos in the future, so for now, just add placeholders. Testimonials, yes, do some testimonials for now, make them fake, and I'll provide the real ones later. Competitive benchmarking. I don't have any for you. Technical ops, stack preference, whatever you think would be best for this project. So right here, as you go on, and the more you do this, the more you'll have your preferences of kind of what languages you'll use to build your websites, but it really doesn't matter when you're new. And so the way that I always got around it was well, what would you do? And then it just kind of chooses for you. So as you can see, I kind of just ranted there, provided some context asking its questions, but you don't need to waste all. If it comes out like this, you're God damn it, I don't want to answer all these. You don't have to. Just doing the big ones. Okay, so after I sent this, it's asking for more information, but for the rest of these questions, just make it up yourself. Just assume you already know what I want. Again, you can just kind of do that if you're whatever, I just want to get something rolling. So it's now building the prompt. So Mo Bros All right, so here's the prompt, and you guys can already tell, right, that this is like significantly more detailed than our initial prompt, which was what? Build me a website for my lawn mowing business. I'm based out of Dallas, Texas, and we mow any half-acre property for $30 weekly. We do weed eating, trimming, blowing, the full 9 yards. Make it interactive, fun, futuristic, and a little bit also slightly minimalistic. So not even a great prompt, right? But look at this. This one's huge. So copy, close, new chat. I'm not using the old website, okay? I'm going to start a completely fresh chat. Tools. We're going to write code here. So I'm using the O3 model. And to be honest, if you guys don't have ChatGPT Plus, you can still do this. But obviously, O3 is their highest performing advanced reasoning model, so its output could probably be quite a bit better than maybe what the free one would be. And again, I'm just going to, I don't know how to restart this thing. I'll take the batteries out, that'll do. Okay. And now I will put it on time lapse. Actually, what I'm also going to do is paste the same prompt in the Claude, and I'm going to use Opus, which I believe is only available to paying users, but again, same rules kind of apply. Claude will have a version that's free to use that is still very capable. Alright, so follow up. This, I guess, was just thinking. This is, even though this is like obviously not great UI, I don't know why it's hard to read, it was thinking for 4 minutes. I should have noticed that. And I think now it's actually writing the code for this project. Yep. So that's what it's doing now. So that's promising that it thought for 4 minutes on what it wanted to do. And I guess the same kind of went for Claude. It's hard to tell how long it took to write this README file, but basically the purpose of a readme.md or markdown file in any project context is to provide all the information about like what the project is, and then as the coding agent in this case goes through building it, it references this to just kind of ensure that it's staying aligned with, you know, the goals. Again, that's why context is key when building any website, because the more it knows, then the more it can reference as it builds, and just the more accurate it's going to be. So unlike the last time we did this, it had a preview button. This time it's not. It has like just so much going on here. I'm kind of confused. I know what these install commands are, but that's usually if you're running it in the terminal. I don't have this on my computer. It's in the web browser. So, okay, actually this is how you get innovative here. So what you're gonna do, download as a markdown. Alright, so resuming where we left off, the reason I downloaded both of these files is because in here I can see that these are all individual files, right? So like, essentially what it's telling me to do is copy and paste everything, put it in its own file, and then like organize it and then launch the app. And like, that's a headache. So what I did, you know, you saw me download those, and then I did that for both ChatGPTs and Claude's, and then I made 2 folders here, and I just added those as project context. So what I'm going to do is add this folder here, ChatGPT, go new terminal app folder, and then I'm going to activate Claude Code, which is just typing Claude, and now Claude Code is in the terminal at this project directory. So now you're going, how do I get Claude Code? So you literally just go to Anthropic /Cloud Code, or you can just look it up. And then there's this install command. If you copy that, paste it in your terminal, it will download it. The only prerequisite, if you've never done really much in your terminals, you'll need Node.js. And again, you can copy that depending on what you're on. If you're on Mac, Windows, it'll be different, but it's about as simple as that. To use Cloud Code, though, you will need to have like an account, and I think you have to pay. You can also do an API pricing where it just basically charges you based off your usage, but that's kind of a headache. So the other option is the Gemini CLI. It's like the same thing. I think Claude's better, but they're both great. And if you just click try it now, it'll take you to their GitHub, and then there'll be the install instructions here. So quick start. Again, just copy it, and then you'll log in with your account, and they provide, I think, unlimited usage of Gemini 2.5 Pro for free. So it's a really good deal, but they do use your data to train the models, whereas Claude, it's private. So that's the difference. But if you're just experimenting, definitely worth using it. But let's also get the Claude terminal started up with Claude in there. Same thing. Okay, so now that we got this both, what I'm gonna do is have a prompt that I'll send to both. Was that a great prompt? Again, not really. Like, you can spend more time prompting this. It's hard when like I actually don't really have a ton of intentions with this. I'm just showing you guys the capabilities here mainly. But as you guys can see, they're both just going for it. They both thought I said claw. I should have read that. That's probably because my prompt said it, but I said Claude. So it's probably wondering what the hell's claw mean, but it'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. I guess I could click escape to interrupt. Maybe I should. I'm going to. Okay. That should put us back on the right track. Okay, so this one already made a markdown file to basically give it context, and without reviewing it, I'm going to approve. I would definitely recommend reviewing these usually, but I'm not too worried about what Claude's going to do with this. So yeah, both of them now have these Claude MD files in there. So this ChatGPT one just kind of built out the basic project structure for it. That's what that approval was that I did. And so it kind of has an idea of what everything should look like. As you can tell, it's already really detailed, to be honest, because it's going to probably build all these out one by one. So like this will take a while. It's been 3 minutes since it started. Okay, it says it's done. So this is how we're going to try and launch it. So we're going to click here, new terminal app folder. So we should be able to just go npm run dev. I guess it was doing run build, but I don't think it makes a difference. So let's take this over to our local host browser. So Dallas Lawns dialed in. So yeah, I mean, without a doubt. I don't know what this is supposed to be. 1 acres? Okay, nice. That's a cool feature, actually. I bet this is supposed to be like a way to kind of display like the lawn size, but I really like how simple this is. I don't know what this slide bar would be for. So book now, first month free. Takes you here. Name. Says requesting a quote. Services page. Like that doesn't look great to me, but it's fun. Pricing. Testimonials. I mean, as you guys can see, it's a better website than what you can just build inside ChatGPT's interface. And I've been like way more impressed than just this one. It's not bad though. But I just want to like emphasize that like sometimes it'll just make something that's like unbelievably good compared to what it does other times. But I'm not upset with this at all. So I'm gonna close that terminal, and because now this one's ready. Page is created. So now let's try this one. I might have to install the components because I didn't see it, did it? Okay. I don't think this is going to be a problem. Let's just go ahead and run it. npm run dev. Now if we refresh, it should put us on the new one. Okay. I don't know. This one looks pretty good too. See these lines back here? They're like kind of moving. Oh yeah, I like this already more. Yeah, so this one's definitely the better option, or the better version. Does that surprise me? No. Claude, like I was kind of trying to mention, is Claude is the leading coding tool. This is awesome, actually. Yeah, this one's way better. Even brought free images. Now this is cool. Book now. So I tried getting Stripe in there, but this is nice. This is real great. Alright, so let's quickly compare, right? So this one compared to the original one that ChatGPT built. Dallas's futuristic lawn care. Maybe that was a problem in my prompt, but still, I mean, this one really wasn't bad. But, you know, it's limited to what it can do. And so I wanted to just show you guys that anybody, because I know you have ChatGPT, can build a website. But anybody can even take it a step further by just doing the steps that I went through and get yourself a really nice website. Like, this one's really good, and we didn't spend much time on it at all. So imagine if you refined it, you know, for a couple hours, did whatever, but there's people out there that are willing to pay for something like this, so it's a skill worth having. And I think in 3 to 6 months, you'll actually be able to build something as good as this from ChatGPT. That's just the direction we're heading in, so I don't know what the future holds, but it's exciting. So if you guys liked the video, is this where you say leave a thumbs up and subscribe? I got 5 subscribers, so whoever hits that number 10, I'm gonna bless you. Alright, that's it for today.